All right, we got here 2006 Toyota Rav4. Customer complaint is it's a crank no start. Code for, I think, a crankshaft sensor, which they replaced, and I think the code's still there. So just see, let's make sure it doesn't start now. It doesn't sound totally normal. Let me do a scan. Okay. All right, let's do a scan. Not too many modules. Huh, and even has high-speed scan on this older one. All right, so we got camshaft. We have a camshaft code, not a crankshaft. So is that what they replaced? That's what all the codes are for. Maybe he made a mistake and they replaced the camshaft. This is a V6, probably. They might have replaced the wrong one. Also, would a camshaft code cause it not to start? I thought it would start from the crankshaft if it did. Let me go do a visual inspection. Alright, I just asked him, he passed by. He said no, they had a code for the crankshaft and they replaced it. And I guess they never checked the code again because, I don't know, where they got mixed up. But right now it has a P0340. Toyota logo. So this is one of them. So this one has only one on each side, right? Does it have 4? Oh yeah, there is. There's 2 here. Okay, so there's 4 of them. So bank one's in the back. So 340 is either this one or the other one. Something sounds a little funny in the crank. I wonder if one side is not spinning. Is it bank one? Let me see. It just says camshaft position sensor circuit. Let me get a diagram. Okay, I want to look up this code. P0340. Camshaft position sensor circuit malfunction. Then these are for single ones if it has like 42, 43, 45, 47, 48. So let's see what the actual 340 is. When either condition below is met, input voltage ECM remains less than 0.3 volts or more than 4.7 volts for 4 seconds. When 2 or more seconds have elapsed after turning the ignition switch. No VVT sensor signal to ECM during cranking. Okay, trouble here. Open and short a VVT sensor circuit for intake camshaft. Why is it the intake camshaft? The intake camshaft variable valve timing sensor VV1 2 signal consists of a magnet and a magnetic resistive element. Fine. 3 teeth. Okay, they want you to do this inspection within the oscilloscope. Look at the waveform, and NE is the crank sensor, and the VV1 and VV2 is the cams. So So if it's at a time, we'll also cause this code. If no signal is transmitted by the VVT sensor despite the engine revolving, or the rotation of the camshaft and the crankshaft are not synchronized, the ECM interprets this as a malfunction of the sensor. So we're on VVT bank 1 intake side right here. That's the one right in front. That's easy to get to. I don't think it would cause a no start. I think it would just cause a code. So it must be misaligned. And that would cause a no start if it's badly enough misaligned. Let me clear the codes, see what happens. Let's do another scan. One code came back. Yeah, camshaft sensor circuit. Let's go look. So this is the intake side, and they're saying the code's for this. Let me unplug it. I want to pop it out. Alright, I just want to pop this guy out. Yeah, it does not look great in there. I see like metal shavings. Alright, I wanted to crank the engine and just to see if it spins. I'm gonna go get someone to crank it. Just making sure this thing's spinning over here, because it does look like there's some issue. Alright, he's gonna crank it right now. We're gonna look in this hole. It might shoot us with oil. Alright, go for it. Yeah, it's dead. The whole back side's not spinning right over here. Yeah, so that's the problem. The back bank is not spinning. So this valve cover has to come off, and maybe they can save it, maybe not. Alright, so I just want to see if I could see. Hold on, let me turn on the camera. Yeah, look at that. There's bolts sitting on the bottom. There's a bunch of bolts. Is that bolts? Am I crazy? No, that's bolts. Yeah, this whole phaser must have fell apart. Yeah, there's something cracked metal there. Yeah, look at that. Right there. There's tore up metal and bolts sitting there. Wow. Here's the chain. Is it on? I can't tell if it's on, but it doesn't make a difference. This thing needs too much work that they're going to be willing to put into this car. But pretty cool shot. Bolt, and is that the other side of the phaser that's missing? I can't tell if the chain's on or not. The chain might be off. It's very possible. Alright, there's no point even showing you that it's not spinning. You know, maybe if he's here. Can you just crank it for 1 second? I'm just going to stick this in right here, just so we can watch it not spin. Hold on. Right, I'm going in. There's the down there. Crank again. So, you see that? That is spinning, but there's no chain on it, or something. The phaser's ripped in pieces. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.